o now na mi o que mi o now na mi o que mi o que mi na mi o que o que mi que na mi o mi que mi na mi o que mi que na mi o que o que mi que na mi o que mi que mi o mi que mi o mi mi o mi now o que o na mi o mi o now na mi o que mi o now na mi o que mi o que mi que na mi o que o que mi que na mi o mi que mi
Yo, is it working? Yo, what up? So I was thinking like, well, I'm gonna start with Smash, but I've been playing some like, so off stream I've been playing some like Metaphor, ReFantagio, and what else? I play like a little bit of Marvel Rivals. Maybe I'll do Marvel Rivals. This game called Caves of Cud, and other than that, I've been like trying to get back into programming a little bit, but like game development a little bit, but it's like really challenging. Oh, I got some new headphones too. Yo, I think I should like try these out. I don't know if they're good. Probably not, but alright, I'm just putting in the link to the stream. I think that's it. Oh, that's not it. What? You can't put an @ sign there. YouTube.com/ maybe /C. I think that'll work. Let me try it. Nope. Hmm. So you just can't do an @ sign? I don't think that's good. Alright, let me just do the whole URL.
Step into the ring.
Alright, yeah, this is my first time trying a YouTube stream in a while. So I can't like play Spotify, but I think I don't know. I think I can do other things. I think I can watch YouTube videos. That is like the main thing I wanted to do. It's like watch YouTube videos. Let me try out these new headphones. They were one like for free from. They were like free from an auction. I don't know if they're good though, but I do have other headphones. Probably like take a minute to set up. Nice. No, the tree. The tree was dying. Nice. I don't know how to play like I mained Villager and Smash for Wii. Like I played Smash for 3DS more than the one for Wii U, but I mained Villager in that game. He does seem to be like a little different in this game though. I forgot all one. Nice. I haven't seen that move. The move's never been used before. Okay. I think Villager has like the best jab in this game. I haven't been doing it though. Just get like locked into that jab. Okay. No way. That was so cool. I did not think that would happen. I don't think I've ever... I mean, I didn't try to kill with the tree, like, tip. But I don't think I've ever killed like that. It's probably a good move. Alright, this guy seems kind of good. Jesus. That was close.
Now the shooting begins.
Alright, let me see how these are. Might be like decent. I think it goes like behind your head. It's like wireless headphones, but there's like a thing. I think it's like very bad. Yeah, it's like choppy. I can't use these. Yeah, it's like very bad quality. Maybe it's usable though. It's like very bad. Yeah, I can't use it. Yeah, I don't know if I should wear headphones. Let me just try playing a video. So this is the Wind Waker Unflooded. Apparently it's like the Wind Waker game, but without the sea. I think it's like a project this guy's working on. I don't know how far it is or anything, or if it's like playable. It's a 3D modeling project.
To this project. And what hasn't been made yet, just because I really value y'all's suggestions. And, you know, I try to incorporate as much as I can from y'all's suggestions. And there's things that, you know, sometimes I get comments and there's things that just don't quite align with what's already been made, or, you know, there are things that sometimes, you know, I struggle to work through. But I really do value y'all's suggestions, and I want to let y'all know what's already been made in this project, what hasn't been made yet, just so y'all know and are on, those that are keeping up with the project. Because that's something that I try to do zoom outs at the beginning and ends of each video, but I do totally understand that, like, this is a big project. And if y'all haven't been keeping up the whole time, I know, like, I get a lot of new viewers, and I totally get that this is a big project, and it's a lot to keep track of. Lord knows I know that. And so I just want to take the time to go through the entire map and just kind of go quadrant by quadrant. And
So I was watching a video like before stream that they plan to make a Wind Waker 2. Like it would probably look something like this. They said like a Wind Waker game where there is no ocean and you're just like on the ground and you have a horse. But like people didn't like the Wind Waker style. And we got like Twilight Princess instead. I was just watching a video about that.
let y'all know what has already been made for this project. And I'm going to try not to ramble and talk too much about each quadrant, because I think I could get carried away, and I don't need to do that. If y'all want to hear more maybe about each quadrant, look up my channel and look up the videos of me working on each location if you want to hear me talk more about it. Or comment down below, ask a question, and I try to respond to all the comments that I can. And if there's anything you want to hear me talk more about, lore-wise, or what my creative decisions are, I'm happy to respond in a comment. So feel free, just ask. Don't be afraid to ask if you have any questions about this project, or questions about suggestions, or questions about what I've already done. I am happy to talk about it and respond to your comments. But without further ado, let's look at the Wind Waker Unflooded and the progress that we've made so far. It's been a huge project, and it's so rewarding to look at even what's already been made. And I think we're maybe almost, I think I've been saying 65% in my video descriptions now, 65% through with the project. And it's so much more than where we started, because this all started just with what we saw in game, which was just the area around Hyrule Castle. But now there's a whole map connected to all of the islands of the Great Sea. And so let's go one by one and showcase the work that's been done in each quadrant, starting in the southwest, Horseshoe Isle. Nothing here yet, but I have one of my contributors who is cooking up something for this region, so stay tuned. Then we have Outset Village, just working on a fishing village, expanding from the original Outset Isle location, copy-pasting some buildings, turning this into a mountain. Then we have the Earth Temple, and I really love this Redead protruding from the mountainside. I think that's really dramatic, and I definitely want to keep adding these kind of giant monster sculptures throughout the map where I can, because I think that's kind of a really cool visual. I don't have anything in this next quadrant, but in the next one, we have GC Mountain. This is a recreation of some Hyrule Historia concept art, because originally for the Wind Waker, there was going to be this place, I think called GC Isle is what it was labeled as, and it was going to be an island shaped like a GameCube. And so one of the contributors to this project decided to make that location for Wind Waker Unflooded, and so have this mountain that is showcases this little structure here at the top that is, of course, shaped just like a GameCube. And I think that that's a really cool reference. Of course, the Zelda series also continued with Phantom Hourglass and has DS Isle. And so I just love that little touch of just a reminder that this is a creative project, and you can have kind of silly locations that are based on, the consoles. I think that that's a really cool idea. I don't have anything yet for the quadrant where the boating course is, so comment down below if you have any ideas of what to do with the coast area around the boating isle. I would love y'all's ideas, and I am all ears. But in this next quadrant, we have a version of Koholint Isle, which to me in my headcanon, like, I know that Koholint Isle is a dream, but we have Eventide Isle from Breath of the Wild, and this is kind of in the same location. So to me, this is Eventide Isle, and I see Koholint Isle as being kind of a dream version of Eventide. So that's kind of how I can defend it existing, quote-unquote, for real, within the world of the Wind Waker Unflooded. I don't have anything for the quadrant above that, but to the left, we have Kokiri Forest, the Lost Woods, which manifests as a maze, and of course the Kokiri Forest is connected to the Forest Haven and the Forbidden Woods as these different Deku trees. Next to it, we have the Forest Temple from Ocarina of Time, and next to that, we have the Sealed Grounds from Skyward Sword, which is connected to its version of Faron Woods with the giant tree as well. In the quadrant to the west of that, we have Ice Ring Isle, which has been turned into a mountain with a hidden mansion kind of that is a reference to Snow Peak in a way. Of course, geographically, it's a different part of the world than Snow Peak, but it's still a reference to that. To the west of that, we have an in-progress version of Orden Village from Twilight Princess, and I'm very excited to keep working on that. To the west of that, we have some geometry around this, I think it's Dracuzo River from Breath of the Wild, and I kind of reinterpreted things, and I like this kind of winding railway path that kind of goes through the river, and it was fun to kind of work on that. This is the area around Shark Isle, I think. And to the west of that, we have Lake Hylia. I really loved using assets from the Hyrule Castle Bridge and just being able to create Lake Hylia, and make it like a real tall cliffside here, right? And have it be really dramatic. I wanted it to, remind me of how I felt playing Twilight Princess, excuse me, getting tongue twisted, Twilight Princess for the first time. And just seeing this giant, dramatic cliffside and this bridge that was so tall over the lake, right? It was such a long drop down, and just how that made me feel. Next to that, we have the Great Plateau. This is still in progress terrain-wise, but I'm using some assets from the Tower.
Alright, why are these all... There's so many, new creations. I guess just, fan-made, I don't know, I thought you should just, wouldn't it be less work to just, do everything that exists first? And then, maybe add, why is there a Great Plateau? What is this?
Of the gods to create this wall, and I'm really proud of how that looks so far, and it's been fun to work on, and just, bring locations from other games to life. North of that, we have the Desert Colossus around the Spirit Temple from Ocarina of Time. Next to, I think this is the Needle Rock Isle, which has been turned into a mountain here. And in front of that is also the 7 Gerudo Heroines from Breath of the Wild, and the South Lomé Labyrinth just to the east of that, also from Breath of the Wild. Next to that, we have the River Hylia, and I really love the way this riverbank looks. Above it, we have the City in the Sky from Twilight Princess, and that is, of course, connected to the Wind Waker's Islet of Steel. Next to that, we have Stonewatcher Isle, and in front of that is a Colosseum, which is kind of inspired by the one from Breath of the Wild. To the east of that, we have the Triangle Isle, which is, of course, on the banks of the general Hyrule Castle Lake. To the east of that, we have a Royal University next to Hateno Village, and that was a really fun location to work on, and I currently have a contributor who is remodeling some of the buildings for Hateno Village. Maybe by the time this video goes up, they've already finished it, but I'm really excited to replace some of my old work with new work, and that's a theme as we go east again and look at my rough version of Akkala Citadel. I'm going to remodel this, but this is a rough idea, and I'm excited to rework that.
They just kind of took place from Breath of the Wild, they're making Breath of the Wild's Wind Waker or something. Which, I mean, it's cool, but I don't know. It's no longer Wind Waker. But that's so cool.
Next to that, we have a totally new location, a new Hylian village that I just wanted to kind of add some new settlements to the map. It has its own town square and its own lake, and it's bordered by a river, and some new buildings. I just wanted to create a new location. To the east of that, we have, I think, the Bird's Peak Rock, and I still don't have anything here. So comment down below what you think could work for the Bird's Peak Rock. North of that, we have another kind of coastline area, and we have a kind of a soul, what am I trying to say? A soul isolated little house here on the coastline, and I have my own story ideas for that location that I think I talk about in the video where I make it. So scroll down through my channel, and I think I call it a new Shadow Temple. And so if you're interested in some of the story there, I think I talk about it in that modeling video. Go west of that, and we have a version of the new Kakariko Village.
I feel like Wind Waker only had I guess there were multiple towns. I'm thinking Windfall Island was the only town, but it was such a good town. It's like better than like a lot of other locations in other games. Nice. Aw. Nice. Should be an axe spammer. Too excited. To like grab his beam. Shit. What was that? No! Oh! I like the way Samus claps. And against the gun thing. Who is that? Is that a Final Fantasy character? Like one of the Turks? Why? Should have gone behind him. I don't know why I went right in front of him. Um, there we go. Alright, now that'll run. Moves right into it.
from Breath of the Wild, of course, using Outset Island assets, but I mean, you could do a lot with kit bashing, and that's definitely one of my core tenets for this project, is try to use what I can from the original Wind Waker models where I can and kit bash from that, and create new stuff where I have to as well. It's a mix of both. And to the west of that, we have Hyrule Castle Town, which has a lot going on. And this is one of my favorite quadrants of the map so far. There's so much packed into this little town already, and there's only more to come. In this quadrant, we have the Temple of Time. Next to that, we have a little gazebo where I think the sages would meet. Here, kind of in the, on the riverbank, we also have this kind of Shakespearean style, like globe style theater. It's a little different from the globe because the stage is in the middle. But I really love this kind of style of building. In the town itself, we have a town square with market stalls. We have a park. We have a Roman style bath, communal bath. Pool, a community pool. And we also have this museum featuring a bunch of artifacts from the Legend of Zelda series and tapestries inspired by the artwork from the Wind Waker's prologue. It was really fun to get some artists on board
That's cool.
for that, creating these tapestries, and I'm really proud of how they turned out, showcasing all of these different events from across the Legend of Zelda series. Thank you all for being a part of that, and it's really cool to be able to showcase them here. We also have an opera house in Hyrule Castle Town, and I love the interior of this. And it's, of course, pulling from assets from the auction house, but like I said, you kit bash. You pull from assets in-game, and you can use that to create something new. And I really love this opera house, and I rarely do interiors. This is one of the few interiors that exists for this project. A quadrant west of that, we have a castle lookout fort, inspired by Lookout Landing, but it's of course a new location. West of that, we have Lon Lon Ranch, and I really love it here on the banks of the river, and of course using the models from Ocarina of Time as a starting point, but I love seeing it within the world of the Wind Waker. West of that, we have the restored Great Fish Village. It was really cool to see this get made, and this is the thing that I know that so many of y'all were excited about, seeing Great Fish get restored. And if you want to hear me talk more about it, look up the modeling video where I showcase the restored Great Fish Isle for the first time. But yeah, I mean, this is an island that we only ever saw destroyed by Ganon's powers and during the events of the Wind Waker. And so seeing it turned into a new settlement, that's been really cool just to see that. West of that, we have
It looks a lot like Breath of the Wild. What is Great Fish Isle? Oh, it's like the wrecked village. I remember now. It's like destroyed. It's kind of fucked up, huh? Destroyed a village.
a little bit of the Gerudo Desert, featuring the Lanayru mining facility ruins from Skyward Sword, the Arbiter's grounds from Twilight Princess to the north, and east of that we have some more ancient ruins. And if you want to hear me talk about that, I've talked about that before on the channel as well.
So I heard TikTok is like going away, is like gone. Which kind of sucks because like I just had like a TikTok kind of like my first TikTok do like pretty good, like 13.4 likes or something, and it's still getting likes, not likes, views, but like now they're just getting it's like weird that they're getting rid of TikTok, because like they get rid of TikTok after like YouTube comes out with Shorts, which is like basically like TikTok, and Instagram comes out with Reels, which is basically TikTok. I don't know why they're getting rid. I don't know like the story, but I think that part is weird. It's like we have the same thing.
in my video doing the modeling around the Rockspire Isle, I think is what this is called. West of that, I want to start working on Tingle Land, and I haven't really gotten started, but comment down below any ideas you have for an amusement park based on, you know, something that the Tingle family would create. West of that, you know, we have the train tracks that we see. There will be a train in this version of Hyrule around the Triangle Isle. West of that, we have a little farmhouse up on a mountain overlooking Hyrule Castle Town. It's also adjacent to Ganon's Tower's little mini desert here in the center of the map, which we can see in that quadrant also focuses, what am I trying to say? Showcases, that's the word I was looking for, showcases a adaptation of the Eastern Palace, which you may remember from A Link to the Past. Excuse me, I'm tripping over my words, but there's so much to cover and I'm trying to get through it quickly, or else this video is going to be half an hour, and I want to get you I want to get you done in under 20 minutes. We also have a version of Stovepipe Isle, which you may remember from the Hyrule Historia concept art. That was really fun to bring to life.
I think one day this is just gonna be done, maybe. And then you could like play in it. That would be cool if you could play in this. I'm just like thinking about that. I don't know, like, Elden Ring has started to feel like the world is so big, it makes me like not want to explore it all. I don't want to like ride a horse the whole game, like ride a horse everywhere and have like so many huge places. I don't know, that was just the feeling I was getting the last time I played, like overwhelmed and like not wanting to do everything. Which is not like how I started. Like starting out, it was like amazing, but now it's like, I don't know. Maybe I should go through and do everything and find everything. I probably will. Dang. That is a counter. That killed me again? Jesus Christ. I can't believe I tried that again. I died to that 3 times.
we also have, adjacent to this little mini desert, we have a cave that leads down to what I call Moblin Town. I really wanted to add this monster settlement, and of course it references kind of Ganon's lair from the Zelda cartoon, even showcasing a version of the evil jar itself. And so I love this idea that the monsters would live underground, and I wanted to build out that hidden base. And so let's keep going east, and this is where Labrina will be. There's just a couple other little things here that were necessitated by the geography, which is the Starbelt Archipelago, I think is what this island is called in the game. And there was a sea platform here, which I wanted to make sense as being on top of a mountain.
The fuck is all that?
And so that all makes sense geographically.
To the
There's
Super
also the
Nintendo
Ridge
map?
Peninsula from Breath of the Wild. And to the north of that is the, what do you call this? The Lomé Labyrinth from Breath of the Wild. That's also represented here within the world of Wind Waker Unflooded, next to a version of the Zora's Domain. And west of that, we have Death Mountain featuring Goron City, and of course, Dragon Roost Isle. My headcanon is that's Death Mountain, and you can fight me on that.
I mean, I don't like how it's like, you know, so much Breath of the Wild and stuff. I kind of wanted, I mean, I don't know if this will even be a game or if I'll even be able to play this, but like, I think I would want like, it's like Wind Waker, you know? But that is what Breath of the Wild does. It like pulls from every Zelda game to make that open world. And they definitely do that. But it would be cool. Like, I don't think like bigger is better, is my thoughts. You know, like if you could have less and like more to do in that less. I don't think you need like a Breath of the Wild size map. It looks even maybe bigger. I don't know. Shit looks pretty big.
West of that is the Bridge of Eldin, which of course crosses past the, what is that called? Not Choo Choo Isle. What's it called? Paw Print Isle, excuse me. Of course, Paw Print Isle. Who could forget? And it was really fun to work on this unique mountainside, which of course you pass this river and you have Kakariko Village, which is underneath Windfall Isle. And there's a lot left that I want to do here and expand the village, I think, around the mountain. I kind of want to have some settlements kind of at the base of the mountain too, in the plains around it, and comment down below if there's any kind of unique structures that you would like to see around that village. We keep going west and we see more of the train tracks by the Spectacle Rock. We pass that to the west and we have the Mother and Child Isles, and we can see these ancient ruins underneath that. I think I've already pointed those out. To the west,
Yeah, I just want to see like Wind Waker map. Like, I don't know.
to the north of that, we have the Thieves' Fortress from Ocarina of Time, which, in my headcanon, is connected to the Forsaken Fortress, which we see represented in this map. To the east of that, we have Star Isle, which I haven't done much with. Same with the Fairy Isle that's next to that. There's a star there, but there's a lot left to do. Next to that, we have the Wind Temple entrance, and I've worked a little bit on the entrance of that would be below the ocean, and it was fun to work on that mountain, but there's a lot left to do. We also have the Tower of Winds, which is of course inspired by a location from, I think, the Four Swords Adventures. That was fun to bring to life. To the east of that, we have the Crescent Moon Island, I think it's called. To the east of that, we have, is this Seven Star Isle, I think it's called. Also representing the King's Tomb location from Zelda 2. And then to the east of that, to finish up our breakdown of what's been added to the map, there will be Holodrum in this version of Hyrule here on the border, as well as we already have the Island Palace from Zelda 2. That was really cool to see get added to the map. Yeah, I mean, I've been so overjoyed to see all these contributors that have added different locations to the map. And it really excites me to continue to see different people work on the project and to be able to work on it myself and just continue to create and add from my own perspective, because this is a unique version of Hyrule. This is, timeline-wise, this is Hyrule as it would have existed before the Great Flood. And it's really cool to me, just as a world-building idea, to show through the environmental storytelling, why did Hyrule fall? And there's so many things that I'm attuned to that I want to build into the modeling of this map. I want to think about, how did Ganon return? Why were things so disastrous that flooding was inevitable, right? And there's so many little things that I want to build into the map that showcase how that, this war that led to Hyrule's destruction. But I'm really excited to continue work on it. So yeah, I mean, this is, I was speed running there, and I apologize if I was tripping over my tongue a little bit, but I did want to speed through the progress on this map and just show off what's already been done on this project. And yeah, I mean, just thank you all so much for continuing to watch these videos and comment. And it means so much that y'all have paid attention and been attentive and shared y'all's passion with me. So just without further ado, I don't want to waste time yapping. Just thank you so much for watching. And without further ado, I'll let you go.
Now, if you're looking for other ways to support me, as always, you can support me as a creator by becoming a member on Patreon. There you'll get access to all kinds of exclusive behind-the-scenes content, like
I don't know why they keep like adding these old concepts to, or like, it just like doesn't seem fun to me. Like, yeah, it might be cool, I don't know. Like Ocarina of Time shield surfing, like Breath of the Wild, but even more like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Like maybe it would be cool, I don't know, to do like a playthrough and have this ability. Someone gave Link a jetpack. I don't know if this would be that. It might make the game like more enjoyable, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, this is kind of cool. Maybe I definitely use something like this if I do a playthrough. This is like kind of sick. This is cool. I like how fast it goes. So there's a Splatoon clone that came out, like phone. Did it actually come out? I don't even remember, like, what is it? Death of a Game films. I didn't even see like any gameplay of this. I saw the announced trailer and it looked like Splatoon, but I don't know if I saw any gameplay. I don't. It looks kind of fun though. At the same time, I think this is a PlayStation only game though.
Splatoon, Nintendo's party-based paint-spreading shooter that featured a story mode and a popular multiplayer. There wasn't really anything like Splatoon, which originally launched in 2015, and Nintendo's neighbor, Square Enix, was aware of this when they attempted a 4 vs 4 multiplayer color spreader themselves, this time with Foam, dubbed Foam Stars. Foam Stars was a PlayStation exclusive.
Oh damn, my bad. I haven't been showing this on screen. I'm looking at like there's this Foam Stars game announced, I think, for PlayStation. Oh, this guy made this 2 weeks ago. I didn't know if it came out or not. I want to see like gameplay. But it's like a Splatoon clone.
And would launch at the time of this video the same year,
Looks
February 6th,
kind of fun though.
2024.
Looks like kind of fun though.
Foam Stars might have received middling reviews, but it nonetheless developed a die-hardcore fan base, even expanding after the title would shift to free-to-play. However, the same year Foam Stars was released was the same year that Toy Logic would announce the shifting of the title into maintenance mode. While this might be par for the course for a game like Splatoon, which now has 3 titles in the series, but Foam Stars on the other hand was a live service game, and maintenance mode for a live service game meant effectively death in every way but literal. So yes, while you can still play Foam Stars for the foreseeable future, it will not receive content anymore, and thus has found itself featured on the Death of a Game series, a series where we track down dead or dying games or companies and attempt to list the largest reasons for such. To do this, we utilize a timeline of events, detective intuition, and various clues that unfold along the way, finally culminating in a final deduction, every detective's moment in the sun, where we crack the case for good. Stay tuned to the very end for a hint on what the next case will be too. And, without further delay, detectives, we have a case to solve. Pick your Foam Star, and let's get the foam blasting in Foam Stars.
I just kind of wanted to see like what a game looked like because I saw the announced trailer. I just want to see like what does it look like if they're actually playing a game. Sorry, my PC's being like slow. I don't want this to take like an hour. Yeah, let me see what does this game look like.
The story begins with the announcement of Foam Stars from Square Enix at the May 2023 PlayStation Showcase, alongside many other titles. The gameplay, as described by IGN, was similar in nature on first impression to Splatoon. Splatoon, of course, was Nintendo's mega 4 vs 4 paint shooter title, complete with a single-player storyline and a multiplayer. Foam Stars comparisons to this title are going to be infinite, and that's not by accident. Square Enix, who had a history of not being very good at live service multiplayer games, seemed to, instead of innovating on their own, copy a popular idea from Japan and add their own twist to it. Square Enix would team up with a lesser-known developer, Toy Logic, also stationed in Japan, to head the development on the title. Toy Logic had around 125 developers, but largely had most of their experience in mobile gaming. Foam Stars, as the name implies, was about spreading bright colors of foam at each other, and around the map. You could basically lock somebody into a state in which if you then surfed into them, you could actually KO them. This, alongside surfing in general, was kind of a unique mechanic of Foam Stars. The reveal trailer wasn't just a cinematic trailer either, it also showcased actual gameplay. The differences at first glance seem to be that foam, as a projectile, naturally functions differently than paint, and it seemed to be accounted for here. However, this would be drastically changing the base concept of how the game would function in the case of Splatoon, even if the general idea might be similar. More on that later though. But besides Splatoon comparisons due to the differences in art style, other comparisons were made, such as Persona. Now, as an original SMT fan currently replaying P4G or Persona 4 Golden now, I scratch my head at this. But my guess is that the comparison stems from the fact that the characters are more like young adult looking, yet almost dark anime-like in ways. But I'm trying my best here. The characters are actually a lot more comic book colorful like, which really isn't Persona like at all. But we might as well acknowledge it while we're here that the art style in Foam Stars was different. Certainly unique even. A blend of some Japanese styling with a diverse set of characters, and a soundtrack that we will talk more about later that made all of this even more poignant. But the problem I have with the art style in Foam Stars is quite the contrast to Splatoon, the title they were the most trying to copy. Now, it's not that you want to copy the art style, but going in a completely different direction philosophically could yield some mixed results. This is the death of comparison, where in the video game industry, it can literally be the death of a game. Splatoon's art style, along with its gameplay, just ooze a fun, family-approachable feel, but not too family-friendly where it feels like bunny rabbits fighting with Nerf gloves or something. Why did the Foam Stars team want this stark difference, when their target audience seemed to be kids or the parents of said kids, since kids wouldn't really have the money, right? But Splatoon is the kind of game that a kid could have their parents buy almost on accident and find a gem in the rough in the process. Meanwhile, Foam Stars was far more controversial and complex in its visual approach, which was likely going to limit the game's audience and general appeal. More hype would swirl around Foam Stars June 2023 the following month. Some felt that the Splatoon comparisons were off, because Foam Stars was actually a hero shooter in design, and kind of in secret, with each hero having its own special weapons and abilities. Contrast this to Splatoon, where you pick one of the two teams and customize your weapon, and everything else is cosmetic. It's hard not to feel like Foam Stars was shoehorned into being a hero shooter. Another difference of Foam Stars was the main mode, the Smash the Star mode, which was a mode about killing the VIP or the top performing star after 7 kills had been reached by a team. Now, Foam Stars would feature some other modes that were known in Splatoon, and feature a rotating mode system also known in Splatoon, where special events were only available on weekends and some modes only available at certain times. Now, we mentioned the foam already, but what actually made it different from the paint in Splatoon? Well, foam was able to be stacked vertically, which changed the dynamics of the game. The projectiles also, when fired, would fire pretty slowly, compared to the paint in Splatoon in both cases. Another issue, less so than difference between the two, is the colorful paint in Splatoon matches the game's color palette. Bizarrely, in Foam Stars, the foam is so damn bright it's blinding, and yet the rest of the world doesn't match this at all, so it's actually even worse on your eyes. The open beta for Foam Stars would take place September 2023, and this beta would only last a couple of days. It would be featured on the
I think it looks kind of cool. I think they said it went like free to play. I think I'll try that. It's free to play. Sorry, my PC is being slow. I think I can play the video. Okay.
PlayStation platforms, PS4, and PS5. And this is when another problem sort of rears its ugly head. It was a PlayStation exclusive. Now perhaps if this wasn't designed as a live service style game, but it wasn't being designed that way. Square Enix literally admitted to fielding a slew of new titles in that field during this time. This means that unlike Splatoon, which has 3 titles now, Foam Stars would keep building upon the same base game, limiting their audience and revenue that could be generated from a more limited audience. Especially once people get bored of their game, since it's not likely going to be something to keep them around or bring them back to the game. Especially with Splatoon 3 only launching in 2022, leaving that game quite fresh. Personal anecdote, I actually saw Splatoon 3 on the E3 floor before they shut down E3, and I was blown away by how engaging the game was for just random players. They were doing a 4 versus 4 mode where random people would walk up, and then the different developers would kind of coach the different players against each other. So as much as I might seem like I'm not a fan, I actually had a blast playing Splatoon 3 on the stage floor. Now I think Square Enix had a unique opportunity though, to do something different. Make a cross-platform Splatoon-like that had a presence on PC, something that Splatoon never had. Instead, they locked up their upcoming Foam Blaster behind.
Yeah, like maybe that would be kind of sick. Apparently, there's a Marvel Rivals mode where you play as like Jeff the Shark, and it's like apparently Splatoon. But I haven't tried that yet. I heard it's good. I don't know.
The PlayStation exclusive title as a multiplayer online title. Meanwhile, the majority, if not all of the major exclusives on PlayStation were single-player franchises. While there was still some hope for Foam Stars both due to who was presenting it and the hype that was swirling around a potential Splatoon competitor, some were postulating that they already thought that the game was doomed. As I've done on some episodes, we take media critical opinions and other critical opinions and are critical of them. But sometimes these critics are spot on, and it's helpful that we point that out too. Well, in this case it was a popular user and reviewer of Giant Bomb, not a critic to be fair. Zombie Pie, who would declare that although Foam Stars certainly had style, he felt that the game was doomed. Zombie's biggest critiques were that because the game was $30 and not free, as well as being a PlayStation exclusive, it was going to have a limited audience. Zombie also references the differences in tools and projectiles in Foam Stars, with the foam itself, as the object itself implies, is rather slow and unwieldy. This makes it just frankly less attractive to shoot for gameplay reasons, which can't be understated since that's the whole point of the game. Foam Stars' content plan would be revealed before launch in January of 2024, and it would detail the plans for the new content going forward, such as the fact that the game would be, as most live services are, designed in a seasonal format, with each season lasting only about 4 to 5 weeks. The first season would introduce a new hero, or Foam Star, and the ranked mode. Each seasonal update would at the very least add new skins, a new battle pass, and a new extreme party.
Okay, this is too much like Splatoon. Like, okay, like they're shooting projectiles on the ground and everything like that, okay, but like this little duck announcer guy, they have like a newscast like in Splatoon.
Foam Stars' content plan would be revealed before launch in January of 2024, and it would detail the plans for the new content going forward, such as the fact that the game would be, as most live services are, designed in a seasonal format, with each season lasting only about 4 to 5 weeks. The first season would introduce a new hero, or Foam Star, and the ranked mode. Each seasonal update would at the very least add new skins, a new battle pass, and a new extreme party. A mode that would, depending on the theme of the season, feature a bunch of unique modes and gameplay. Right before the launch of the newly minted foam blasting 4 vs 4 shooter Foam Stars, they would be caught in a major controversy, well, at least based on the perception, by the end of January 2024. It would actually come out that AI-generated art was used in Foam Stars, though only for minimal art like the in-game music album covers. Although this would make up like less than 1% of the game's art, there was a news cycle going during the time about AI art, and it was getting a very negative reputation and coverage. And understandably, it speaks to a lower quality, at least for now, and a lack of authenticity. While I think Foam Stars probably got too much crap for their use of AI art, they did use it, and even admitted to such publicly. After
So what? Like, what is a big, like, who cares? Use AI art. Like, think about like a single developer trying to make a game. If he uses AI art for the whole game and it's like a good game, like, who cares? I don't get that.
They were accused as such, to be fair. Foam Stars would launch exclusively on the PlayStation platform with both a PS4 and PS5 launch. On aggregate review website, likely due to the publisher involved, Foam Stars got quite a lot of coverage for a new IP, but out of those 34 critics, they would average their scores out to a mere 57 out of 100, which wasn't terribly impressive. Now, I wanted to cover some of these major critical reviews, like IGN and Kotaku in particular. Starting with IGN, and their rating of a 6 out of 10 with Foam Stars, which is quite damning. I mean, IGN is usually quite nice to new live service titles, especially from well-established publishers. In their concluding statement, they stated that Foam Stars is at odds with itself. Its unexpectedly engaging combat mechanics, fast-paced matches, and cool music draws me in, but trudging through its flat single-player content, concerningly aggressive monetization, and horrendously slow menus has numbered Foam Stars' days on my PS5 drive. Regarding monetization, it's not just the issue of having expensive skins that cost like almost $40 and the game itself costing $30, it's also little things like the fact that the Battle Pass doesn't give you any currency, so whenever you buy the next season Battle Pass, you have to buy it in entirety. So it's all of these factors in combination. Now, the music we haven't really talked about yet, but it's fantastic in Foam Stars. It's honestly the best part of the game. It just oozes all kinds of slickness and fun energy, but sadly, for how much Foam Stars tries to look cool, the music is kind of the best part of its presentation. In Kotaku's first impression of the game, they would reference this nice music and visual style, but felt that although the aesthetic was cool, it felt more like it was designed for a TV show. Both reviews mentioned the same gameplay issues, but worse, they referenced the monetization. Why was Foam Stars so expensive? Not just the $30 price tag, the ability to not turn over your battle pass, and the super expensive skins. This is probably because SE was expecting a proper return on the investment for a live service title, and this is what the team came up with to maximize that. The problem is that it doesn't build good faith with your blooming audience, as it seems like you're just already trying to gouge them before the game has much time to run. And the game is already an exclusive, so it already has a smaller audience, and thus the value proposition with the cash shop is already very low. Foam Stars would launch a number of new updates or seasons over the course of the spring.
Like, on PC, this would be cool. I don't know if this ever came to PC, though.
Adding multiple new heroes or Foam Stars, such as Coif Guy and Chlor Noir. Sweet. A
No, it's only on
But the
PS4
first
and
Star
PS5.
sounds like Queef. Each season had a trailer that came with it, showcasing the new Extreme Party content and whatever else was introduced, like new maps. And I'm a big fan of this approach, but there were some concerns about how short the seasons were, and the fact that very likely all of this content was already sitting on the shelf, aka already done, and they were just slowly breadcrumbing it. They were just slowly breadcrumbing it. There were calls for Foam Stars to go free to play already, but Toy Logic, whether able or not, would elect not to yet. Within just a few months of launch, there were already reports on Yahoo Finance of all places, a legit place for financial news I might add, that Square Enix's shares had tumbled the most in the past 13 years by a whole 16%. In this report, Foam Stars specifically was cited by the CEO of Square Enix himself, Takashi Kiryu, that the game had failed to meet expectations in both revenue and profit, meaning that it very likely struggled to even break even. But Foam Stars was already being cited as a financial failure.
Like, I didn't even know this all happened. But, like, if it failed because it's a Splatoon clone, that's, like, kind of stupid. Because it's like, who cares if it's a Splatoon clone, if it's, like, fun? But I guess, like, people just didn't even play this. Like, I didn't see anyone playing this. I remember the announcement. I didn't even know it came out. Like, who cares if it's, like, Splatoon, but it's, like, good? I don't know. Splatoon is fun.
failure so early on. And this was a sign that Square Enix hadn't learned from their time with other live service games, especially ones that had failed, like Babylon's Fall. But Square Enix just seemed to forget the whole live and then servicing part. You can't just launch a live service game and expect it to instantly blow up, especially with little effort and time given to build a community in the first place. I mean, Foam Stars was announced and then launched just 1 year later. They don't ever give their titles enough time or support and constantly question why things just aren't working out. Well, your projections are off, and your concept of how to handle post-live content of a live service game is just off, Square Enix. This is written and voiced by me, but I think that the audience echoes many of these sentiments. Would Square Enix already give up on Toy Logic the same year that the game came out, or would they finally give a game the time that it needed to succeed and then evaluate things? Because look, if you're not confident your game can last in the market even just after a year, you didn't do enough market research in the first place, and you didn't get enough feedback on your game. And that's the largest.
I agree with this, but it's like Splatoon 3 just came out. It just got announced and then it just like came out like the same like next year or something. And I thought that was so weird because like Splatoon 2 is already on the Switch. But like I'm pretty sure that game was like a success and it was good. I think it definitely, like what he's saying, like you give people time to like think about the game and like the new things in it and stuff, but like I feel like you should probably like Xenoblade Chronicles 3, that's like another one that's like I never even played that, and like I still haven't beaten the second one. I don't know, might like detract from the game if you just like keep releasing more.
Issue that I have with Foam Stars. It's not even that it's a bad game. I don't think that it is. It just feels like it wasn't made with the most helpful or really any real player feedback. For example, many detectives who reported on the game to me told me that the game stayed the same in a lot of ways since open beta. Now, whether Square Enix was granting Toy Logic more time or they simply had to let the content cycle just kind of run its course, more updates would launch in the summer and the fall of 2024. The first update, dear lord, has one of the most annoying characters I've ever heard. I'm talking like Jar Jar Binks level comedy.
Something special coming up! Goodbye now! Woo!
It's funny to laugh at, and then you just kind of wish they would stop talking. While this could be seen as a minor pip, for me it shows that clearly that Foam Stars was trying to appeal to a younger crowd, and in that process, we're looking clueless. Kids want shit that's cute and cool, just like most adults. But this feels like design something cute to attract kids and it lacks any of the fun and personality that it would need to do that. The updates and seasons that would follow were actually quite quality and would add some new modes like the 1v1 duel mode, expand the ranked mode which had been running since the first season, and add new Foam Stars. Diamond Jam, which was season 8, would add a load of new maps for the Smash the Star mode, which was the main mode of the game, but it must be repeated in case you guys missed the earlier timeline bids. No, I'm not telling you about the clues. You gotta get to detectiving. But Foam Stars has a limited time game mode approach, where most of the game modes aren't even available most of the time, and special events take place only on the weekends. The issue is that adults can be busy on the weekends and want to have sort of a life outside of gaming at times, and not everyone, including those with jobs, have the time to set just to play a special game mode. I personally like the idea of limited time modes, but I think that Foam Stars should have pushed their first 3 modes more in unison while putting the obvious focus on their main mode, Smash the Star. Or maybe just kept the events as limited, sort of like Animal Crossing. But Foam Stars launched with such few maps, and even worse, because the maps are game mode specific, it felt like even less maps. Now to be fair, Foam Stars did have a single player content mode, which was almost like a cleverly designed tutorial, a classic Japanese game design strength. But the content was so damn easy, and it had no real story or world to back it up, and whatever was there was just, again, really campy, so you were basically just rushing through things in a tower defense style fashion until the waves that spawned and attacked you were defeated, and you would defeat them very quickly. And the whole story and dialogue, again, it's very, hello fellow kids, it just feels campy. Like, genuinely, who worked on this? Like, actually. Well, don't worry, I did some digging, because that's what I do, right? Thank my childhood dig dug sessions. But the team behind Foam Stars is a unique one. It essentially consists of higher-ups from Square Enix overseeing the project that seemed to be spearheaded in the actual development process, aka the nuts and bolts, by Toy Logic. Toy Logic, however, was largely a mobile developer without any well-known titles besides a spin-off Nier title, and their developers were thus rather inexperienced, and they only worked at Toy Logic previously. It's not hard to see why the game struggled in terms of its direction and ability to generate an audience. It had an inexperienced team with no experience doing such, and it was ironically led by an even more inexperienced executive Square Enix team, which almost doesn't make
Yeah, I don't know if I like the bullets. It's like every time they shoot out a bullet, it's like a giant bubble. I think you're saying like that's the same for every gun. I don't know.
sense saying out loud. The most experienced guys were the leader of production Yoshi Take, who worked on multiple major projects including helping program Smash Bros. Brawl and a slew of other titles, as well as Kosuke Okatani, who we already referenced at the very beginning, who we'll talk more about later. But one guy or even just two guys isn't enough to lead a team. And if you're going to place massive expectations on an inexperienced team, you should probably put more experienced trainers and leaders in charge. Or
Alright, I just wanted to see like what the game would look like. What did I just see? Little Big Planet? Sonic? Where did that go? Yeah, California fires. I saw a really like horrible picture of like the before and after on the map. Shit's messed up. It's like a whole town burned down. Um, what was I talking about? I forgot. Oh, I kind of wanted to see gameplay for that game, Foam Stars, but like because it's like a PlayStation exclusive, I don't know if I'll play it. Like that seemed cool to like go and like play this on PC. So I've been watching some like game dev videos. I don't know if I'll watch that on stream. I tested Super Mario 64 DMake on Game Boy. This looked kind of cool, like the thumbnail. I don't like the music. This is Super Mario 64 DMake on the Game Boy. That music is just not it though. I was thinking like if I do make games, right? I want to make a I'm thinking I want to make a game. I gotta do everything though. I gotta do like literally everything. Because I'm thinking like I want to make a 3D game. I don't want to make a 2D game. Like everything, like music, sounds, animations, graphics, modeling, maybe voices. I don't know. I didn't think about voices. But I have like an idea. I have like might have to do like I don't know. I have like an idea for like a 3D platformer and also like maybe a mobile game. That's stupid. Do I play Metaphor? Do I play Smash? Do I do one round of Marvel Rivals? Alright, Dinosaur Planet on N64. This is kind of cool. I watched like a little of this guy's stream. But it's so cool because like oh man, I think it's like a totally different game. It's like this is where Star Fox Adventures came from. Like there was this N64 game. I don't think it was ever released, but it like became I don't know why how he's playing as Crystal in like this area. But it's like this was this like whatever characters turn into Star Fox and Crystal. That game was really good. And I heard they were gonna like make another one maybe. Um Apparently Elon Musk did a stream. Like people have been memeing about that, but I think he actually did a stream. And this is like his first stream or something. He streamed himself playing Path of Exile 2 on on X on Twitter. I think I watched this video. Sonic Horizons is incredible. That's pretty cool. I mean, this looks a lot like Frontiers. Just like some fan-made game. That's kind of cool. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. Okay. Do I play? Oh, there's a bunch of games I could play. May I do like one of these? Like, there's like a bunch of free Epic games I could try out. But like off stream, right now I'm playing this game called Caves of Cud. That game is like kind of crazy, kind of fun. And also Metaphor ReFantagio. I started playing that game, it was like kind of sick. But like I have like all these what's it called? Just like free games from Epic Games that I just like I haven't even tried them yet. Maybe I just do one of those. Like try it out, see how it goes. Or do I play Marvel Rivals? Play like one game of Marvel Rivals, see how that goes. Or one of these. Marvel Rivals is like kind of fun. Or do I go into like these games that I've been playing on stream? Maybe. I think I try one round of Marvel Rivals. I should play this game. Infinity Nikki. Honkai Star Rail, I haven't played that like enough. Probably be fun. Oh, there's an update. The reason why I don't play multiverses, I probably should, you know? But the reason why is because, like, I play so much Smash that, like, I don't really want to play another game like Smash. Alright, I think I'll be right back. All right. Yeah, so that's installing. Maybe I do one round of this other game I've been playing. Or I could just like try some new game, try like this Wizard of Legend. This is like a game I've never played before. Do I try this? Wizard of Legend. Let me just try this one game. I think it's like a roguelike. Probably should have played Maple Story Worlds more. Alright, here we go. It's opening up. I could watch a video while it's... I don't want to watch this anymore. Blue Vivacity. I think it just like felt like a demo, so it's just like meh. This looks pretty cool though. I feel like I'm like Sonic'd out right now. I feel like I had that itch to play like a 3D Sonic game and it's like, it's just gone. So I played like so much Shadow Generations and Sonic Frontiers before that. I just feel like I don't want to play this type of gameplay right now. I probably will want to in the future, but right now, nah. It's like really weird how I play games. I just like go off on some like other tangent. Like right now, I just got like really into Persona and like started looking up the lore and like I didn't know that Persona games started from like they're based on a book. Like the first Persona game, or no, the first like Shin Megami Tensei game is like based on a book. Then they just like kept doing that, kept basing it on like some like this like fictional book in Japan. These like novels. Because I started playing Metaphor and I don't know, I got like interested in all that. Kind of dropped like the other things I was doing, but like I still have like a list of games that I want to play. Like maybe I'd look through that. Games to play next: Metaphor, Xenoblade, Elder Scrolls Arena, Marvel Rivals. Alright, so I launched this like Wizard of Legend game, but Marvel Rivals is like almost done. What is this?
I'm gonna teach you how to make your own games. After this video you will be a pro. The number one lesson is, your game idea probably sucks. The faster you let go of the GTA 6 in your mind, the faster you will learn. This will probably sound really harsh, but no matter how good you think your game idea is, it's probably bad. And listen, I'm not trashing on you, I'm just telling you how it is. I'm not gonna serve you bullshit. Lesson number 2 is, you cannot escape programming. Games are literally computer programs. You can use visual programming languages.
So I've been watching like Sakurai's like making games more fun, like his tutorials. And one thing he said was like, one of the videos was called like That Was Then, This Is Now. And it like made me think about like the games I'm playing. Like, yeah, I keep returning to like older games because like maybe I'm more comfortable with that. But like, I should probably just like try to enjoy like new games, like newer stuff that I'm kind of ignoring a lot of. Alright, these are all free games. I wanted to try this. Never played this before. I heard there's a second one coming out. And also, like, I've been just like saying, like, while I'm on stream, I only did this like once or twice, but like the Epic game right now for free, if you want it, is like, it's called Turmoil. I don't even know what it is. I haven't tried it. Some like oil game where you like try to harvest a lot of oil and build all these things. You build like an oil rig or something, I don't know. But that's a free Epic game. Alright, this is Wizard of Legend. I've never played this before. I don't even know what it is. This makes me think it's like a third. Like you can shoot with the mouse. Alright, so there's single player and 2 players. I remember hearing like a big deal about the new one is like you can play it co-op. But it looks like this co-op. Let me get the game audio. Alright. Alright, it's looking at like I can shoot. I don't know what type, like if this is like a survivors game. It seems kind of like that. What's this guy doing? How do I dash? He's People look like out of place. Supposed to meet my friend for the Chaos Trials exhibit, but she's running a bit late. Like, this guy looks so out of place in this world. Just like some normal guy. Did you know that true wizards never ever take their hoods off? Never ever 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 ever. Feels kind of like Pokemon. Museum of Lenovo. That sounds like a location in Pokemon. It's a complimentary airburst stash arcana for your convenience. Yeah, they made this like a Pokemon museum. Earth, lightning, water, fire, wind, air. Okay. Something like really bad gonna happen to the academy? Whoa. Jason Troll. Okay. Oh. Shooting balls of fire from your hand is awesome. I know, right? I did not expect this game to have this whole, like, it's like I'm in a Pokemon museum. Okay. I think I got a pick now. I think I got ice. Alright, I'm gonna get like... I have no idea what's gonna happen in this game. Am I like staying in this timeline? Am I gonna go back in time or something? Seems like a weird time. Character feels like a little big on the screen. Oh, I thought that was like a power up or something. Frost fan. Cool. So you just knock him off. Yeah, this kind of more like the setting I would expect for this type of game. Yeah, it took a lot of damage. Marvel Rivals is still patching. I got that. So I have one of the famous wizard cloaks or something. Okay, there we go. Now I'm in the past. That's what I thought would happen. I thought it would start in the past, though. Or like some older time. It's like Pokemon music too. Summon a oh, that was a sprite? That's so cool. Oh, so you get different types of dashes, different types of main attacks. Both sound good, but I think I want to be like an ice mage. I think it's just like better because... So that has to be my right click. I can't get that. It's like better to freeze them. I think it's... I just survive better that way. Yeah, I think I go ice moves. Let me try these out. Can I try them out? I think that's just better. They're both cool, but I am like an ice mage. Okay, let's go. Can I go on a run now? Is that what it's like? I have no idea. It's like a story-based game. This is kind of like All-Stars mode and Smash Bros. Oh my god, so much talking, dude. I don't want to talk to anyone. Chaos Trials. This seems like more like what I'd expect people to look like. No. I don't even know what gems are. Randomized build. It feels like microtransactions. Oh, what did I do? I just gave him gems, didn't I? I don't know what I just did. Alright, we're going white. Oh, I can buy spells? Get this one. Alright, so this is a basic projectile now. It's probably better than my regular. What's this? Rippling Rupture. Dragon Arc is cool. Try this. Oh. I think I keep that. It's like temporary buffs or something. I don't know what this is. Oh, relics. Chaos Trials. Reshaping Castle. Alright, maybe I just do one run of this and then smash. Seems like this is like a lot deeper than I thought it would be. It's like a whole like town section to one of these games. It's kind of sick. I'm saying this now, but it feels kind of hard to die. Like if I die, I'm probably dying. I think it's like randomly generated dungeons or something. I don't know though. Who's that guy? This game's like silly. It's got like silly elements. Wasn't odd envy. I did not know what I was doing. It's like a gun or something. Whoa. What is this? It's like a lot like Hades actually. What is this? Oh. Okay, so gold is for the runs, gems is for after the runs. It's like a shop. Oh, this is kind of cool. Oops. Like, I need gold if I want to. If I want to heal, I need gold. Gems. They drop gems. Holy. It's like kind of sick. Okay. Okay. That was kind of good. What is all this? Oh, it's like the full spread out one. No. Yeah, it's kind of good. Quit. Okay, Marvel Rivals isn't done. Yeah, the game's kind of cool. There's also Kill Knight here. That's another free Epic game. Turmoil, Hot Wheels Unleashed. It's like a Mario Kart. Redacted is another roguelike. Sifu. These are all games, like I didn't try that yet. These are games I wanted to try. I think I do Smash and then Marvel Rivals will be done. I don't know how, like, I'll probably just play like one game. But Shit. We're cheering for Ganondorf. And I knew he was doing a lot better, but... Dang. Destroyed. It's like riskier to, when you use that Lloyd rocket and you ride it, it's like riskier, but it might kill. That's why I keep doing that over and over. I'm trying to get a kill with it. Like when it's a projectile, it doesn't really kill, but if you're riding it, it kills. But it's also riskier because you might die. Oh, see, that was so risky. Like, I might get a kill, but I also might die. Dang. No. Seriously? Turn. So you can change the speed on it. I'm getting destroyed. So you could barrage so many things. So many random ass things. It's still taking so long. What? 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 I was like bragging in the beginning. It's like beating everyone with villager and now it's like wrecking me. Dang. There we go. What did I do? I should have done forward smash. Thought I didn't have enough time. does this take so long? What the hell? This is the first time I didn't update in like 2 months or something. Oh, it's probably like the Invisible Woman, and is Human Torch in it? That might be cool. Human Torch. Human Torch. The Thing. Mr. Fantastic. It's like cool characters to bring into Marvel Rivals, honestly, because it's like there hasn't been a Fantastic Four movie in like so long. Or it actually has been. I just didn't watch it. There's like a newer one. I feel like I'm like whispering. I don't know if I'm like speaking loud enough. But with a mic, it doesn't really. You can like. You don't have to speak that loud. It just. There's like things that make it louder. Oh, my volume is actually. That should be better. Yeah, I don't know if Marvel Rivals is like a thing I would like go offline and like grind, or just like grind in general. I just like played a few games and like did pretty good, and that like made me wanna. Like people seem pretty bad, and that makes it fun, just like killing people over and over. You have to be playing against someone who like lets you hit that, and this guy's not letting me hit that. I'm just like not landing when I like ride the rocket. I'm just not landing it. There. This guy's messing me up.
A good tactician has nothing to fear.
I could play someone else. See a lot of people playing Cobblemon. Looks like kind of cool. I don't know if that's something I would play though. Like the modded Pokemon on Minecraft. I was thinking maybe I should try Steve, but I don't know. As like a character in Smash. He's fighting for his life. I mean, like, playing really hard. Don't kill the trees. Give me that art fire. I thought I was dead there. No. Oh. I was like closer.
but you cannot escape programming itself. And for me, programming is the best part anyway, so why would you run from it? Lesson number 3 is always go in with a plan. Never make the mistake of opening a game engine and trying to learn it without a goal. You're just going to be overwhelmed by the amount of options and information that you need to take in. The first time you open a game engine, you should already have a game idea in mind, something very simple like a Mario clone or a Pong clone. Before we move on to lesson number 4, I want to give you a few tips for your first games. You need to make at least 3 very simple projects. You're only supposed to learn from them. These are not things you're going to release or show anybody, just learn. They all have to be very different from each other. For example, you can make a Pong clone and then a Super Mario clone because they are really different in gameplay terms. As a third option, you could probably make a top-down shooter or something you want to make. Here it's important to understand that your games are going to be really bad and that you're going to have a ton of difficulties. You can try to do things on your own, but if you feel too stressed, watch tutorials, man. Don't let your ego control you. Allow yourself to do hard things, just not in the hardest possible way, you know? Lesson number 4, avoid tutorial hell, please. You shouldn't really worry about this in the first 3 games that we were talking about earlier because you were just learning the very basics. But after that, it's time to be careful with tutorials that teach you an entire thing, like an entire game type or an entire game mechanic, because you could become dependent on those tutorials and never really learn how to make your own systems and your own types of games. As I said, you don't have to do things in the hardest possible way, so I still recommend you watch tutorials, but very specific tutorials like how a specific component works in Unity or a node in Godot. This way you can still avoid the stress of something that is way beyond your capacity, but still learn how to do things your own way. So to definitely escape tutorial hell, I recommend you make a 4th game. This time you can even show people and ask for feedback. But the most important thing is being something new and that you don't watch tutorials for the whole thing, just for specific things, as I said. Lesson number 5 is explore new territory, always. When I was starting, I spent months learning Unity and I would never try anything else. I was making progress, but I felt like I was too dependent on Unity itself as a tool. And so I decided to learn Godot. It was very stressful at first, but once I understood the engine and the differences between the two, I realized that I was way better after this. Learning Godot made me value more the overall concepts of game development and programming. Godot's documentation even focuses a lot on the history of game development and why things are done, and that helped me a ton. This experience made me a better game developer all around. Lesson number 6 is focus on the process. I know this sounds cliche, but game development is a craft, and you have to focus on the craft, not on the reward for the craft. I know you want to do this for a living, but your first game is probably gonna flop financially, but it's not gonna flop in your eyes if it's good and if you learned something from it. Focusing on making better games is the only way to withstand failure and eventually achieve success. And I promise you, if you make good games, they will be appreciated. After you follow all the steps in this video, you can probably start making your dream games. But don't allow yourself to become too attached to a single game idea. Remember, you have to become a fountain for good games. Only one is not gonna get you anywhere. In the beginning, you're gonna feel like you are not ready to make that one game that you always wanted to make, but you are. It's just that you don't want that game to flop, so that's why you'll never make it. If you flop with that one, you can always make a better one, and then people will appreciate your first one because of who you are. Alright, this is your journey. Go ahead. Leave a like in this video if you want more.
Graphics. In the beginning, it was punch cards, teletypes, and even oscilloscopes. Visual output is pretty much the only way we use computers. I mean, have you ever tried using one without a monitor?
What are you doing?
1977's Apple II is one simple example among many that shows how most computer graphics work. Within its memory map is a section of RAM dedicated to representing the screen's visual output, which is then taken and interpreted by the video output circuitry into something that we can see. Now, on this system, only one program would run at a time, meaning that it was no big deal to have a static area in memory to directly edit the pixels of the screen. Those were, of
You can't get much more classic than Shin Megami Tensei on the Super Famicom. Its release in 1992 marked a new beginning for the Megami Tensei franchise as the first game to make a clean break from its origins in the Digital Devil Story novel series. With its unique contemporary setting, dark atmosphere, iconic demon designs, unforgettable music, and innovative alignment and party building systems, Shin Megami Tensei can be considered a fully realized version of the intriguing concepts that its two predecessors introduced. If the Digital Devil Story games are the roots of the franchise, then you can think of Shin Megami Tensei as the sapling that would grow into a towering tree with branches stretching in all directions. Plant metaphors aside, we're talking about some pretty influential shit. Countless games have seen inspiration from Shin Megami Tensei, and every day, new fans are finding themselves interested in the series with its latest release just officially put out in the United States for purchase was on the Apple Store. What the fuck? It's not even there anymore, so you can't go out and buy it either. The iOS version was basically the exact same as the GBA, but with the soundtrack today. Is it really worth the time, or are the game's innovations bogged down by tedious mechanics and outdated gameplay? Considering how many ports Shin Megami Tensei has received across a wide variety of platforms, which version would be the best to start with? Well, we're going to try to answer all of those things as we take a deep dive into the origins of the beloved mainline Shin Megami Tensei series. The bulk of this video will be focused on an extended playthrough and discussion of the game's Super Famicom release. Afterwards, we'll explore its various ports, from the Sega CD to the PC Engine, and even the Game Boy Advance and iPhone. Feel free to check the description and skip ahead to what you're most interested in. Otherwise, settle in and get ready for one hell of
Alright, I think I just end it there, like, I don't know, this isn't loading, and, I don't know, maybe I'll do more YouTube streams in the future. But the other games I'm playing, like Metaphor, ReFantagio off stream, and also I've been playing this like roguelike game, Caves of Cud. I was thinking like maybe I could try those on stream too, but I think I just like stream another day. Should I do one more game? We do one more Smash. Marvel Rivals is taking too long. I think I just like stream another day or something. Let me do one more game of Smash. I didn't really know how this would go. I wanted to try a YouTube stream. I will probably be live on Twitch at some point, but I am like looking into other things. Like there's like making a game would be cool maybe. But like even if I make a game and it's like the best game ever, I need to think about like marketing and like getting it to people. But I have like 2 ideas right now. And like it's like really hard for me to like I'm like learning a new language, C++, but that's not that hard. That's like decent. So I already have like a lot of programming knowledge, but actually that is what's really hard. It's like learning how to like use these new libraries. Just getting in trouble. What? He reflected the bowling ball? You can do that? Alright, yeah, I'll stream another day. Maybe I'll post like a YouTube video or a short. I don't know yet. Alright. I'm out.